Hey y'all, welcome to the Charles Norman Show again. We're back at home this week, y'all. We only have 3 shows from our regular spot this month, and then I'll be back in Philly in about 2 weeks. So we have the rest of our December shows, and I think one January show there in Philly. I'm going to try to get out and do a show somewhere outside. I want to show y'all what Philadelphia looks like. We have some football to talk about, not that much though. There were a couple of good games yesterday that I wanted to talk about. I'll probably talk about one or two of those games. The sports segment of the show will be pretty short today. We have some hot topics, y'all. This will be another short segment, but I have some things to say about in the hot topics world. And on Friday, I told y'all I will be the inspiration behind our inspiration today. You all are already familiar with this week's inspiration. Okay, let's start the show. Here we go. First, sports. Let me start off the sports section with my thoughts on some reports that came out yesterday. There are reports that the 49ers are willing to trade Jim Harbaugh for a first round pick. What the hell is wrong with them? I think Jim may be the most underappreciated coach in the NFL. Why would they want to trade a man who brought their team back to being relevant? The 49ers didn't even make the playoffs from 2003 to 2010. When Harbaugh came in, he completely changed the culture and he turned the 49ers into winners again. He's been in the NFC Championship every single season he's coached in. He's even been to the Super Bowl. They fell a couple of points short in Super Bowl 47. I think if the 49ers let go of Jim Harbaugh, they would go back to being the joke of the NFL. It's a shame. I didn't see that city having so many problems when they were in that playoff drought. People call Jim Harbaugh a hothead, but I'm going to call him a man who's passionate about and who loves the game of football. I myself am very much like Jim Harbaugh. I think it is completely disrespectful that there's even talks of Harbaugh being traded. While I'm ranting, I have something else to say. Veteran NFL players, why do y'all think it's okay to get unsportsmanlike conduct penalties? I was watching the Steelers game yesterday, and Mike Mitchell forced Mark Ingram out of bounds. The play was over. Then Ike Taylor's silly self came over and hit him after the whistle was blown. Why would you do that, Ike? Your team was down. You have to be smarter than that. You couldn't afford to give up 3 yards at that point in time. Then he got into a scuffle on the sideline. That pissed me the hell off. Make a play that will help your team. Don't do anything that will hurt it. Completely unacceptable. One more thing while I'm on a roll. There are some players who love to celebrate after every single play that they make. It's okay to do a small celebration after a touchdown or a drive stop and sack or drive stop and play. However, it's not okay in my book to do it when your team is down. All you're doing while cheering is wasting valuable time that your team could use. Act like you've been there before. Act like you've done it before and hustle. Okay, now to some real football. The Chargers and Ravens game was a good game, like I said it would be on Friday. I didn't see the game, but it was a good one. I saw the highlights. The Chargers came back in a tough game. Now on to the Patriots-Packers game. I was disappointed with the Patriots all across the board. I don't like to use the term, but I believe that Bill Belichick outcoached himself. I don't know what he was thinking when he used all of his timeouts before the 2-minute warning. I think he should have used one before the warning, and then the next play, he should let them run the next play and take it down to the 2-minute warning, and then he could have called the timeout after the 2-minute warning. He would have had one timeout left, and clock management would have been better that way. The Packers are really starting to look like the best team in the league. Aaron Rodgers is on fire, and their defense is coming around. Watch out, NFL. And on that last 3rd and 4, I think the Patriots definitely goofed up when they didn't send any type of pressure on Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers had all day in the pocket on that play. This Patriots team didn't look like the team that I've been praising all year. And I'm done with Belichick and Brady. My hate for the both of them has returned, and it isn't going to go away because I'm tired of it. I'm going to pick the Dolphins over the Jets tonight. Now it's time for hot topics. All right. Alright, Ray Rice was reinstated back into the league by a judge the other day, on Friday. It was on Friday, and I didn't talk about it on the show because he didn't get reinstated until after I put the show up. But he's been reinstated. And I'm sorry, I think this is a complete joke because he gets to get reinstated, but what's the guy? Adrian Peterson can't get reinstated. So basically, the message that I'm being sent is it's okay to knock your wife out, but it's not okay to beat your kids. I mean, I'm I just think one of those things is more acceptable. Even though Adrian Peterson left marks on his kid's arm, I think disciplining your child is more acceptable than knocking your wife out in public on the elevator, plus spitting in her face a couple of times. And I don't know what's up with that. And I don't know how he got let back in. But obviously the judge felt that it was okay and he should be reinstated. And this brings me to the next thing, which I think all this means is Roger Goodell needs to be fired or he needs to step down as NFL commissioner because he messed up in this whole situation from start to beginning. They didn't wait for anything. I think Roger the Dodger, need to get out of Dodge, get out the NFL. Let's get a new commissioner. He don't need to be there because he messed up on this whole situation. Um, Next, Buster Rhymes. All right, so there's different reports. First, they say Busta Rhymes tried to dive, crowd, crowd surf, and crowd dive, and he bust his head open. So he fell off the stage, and then they say he tried to. Then they say he passed out and then fell off the stage and bust his face open, like up here and his nose. I don't. If he did try to crowd dive, I want to know. Crowd surf, Buster. Why would you try to jump on people? What's wrong with you? You don't be jumping on people. You too big for that. You ain't kill somebody. What if you would have jumped out on the stage? Like, y'all didn't learn from Miguel, I forgot at what awards it was at. When he jumped over the stage and leg dropped the girl, you didn't learn from that? For real. You should not have tried to jump off that stage if you tried to jump off the stage. But if you passed out, then I knew you was feeling dizzy. You should have sat down. You didn't just pass out of nowhere. Damn. But I hope you're alright, because you look messed up. Here's the video of that. Alright, some more Bill Cosby news. The University of Massachusetts Amherst has dropped Bill Cosby. He was on their board of trustees too. He received his master's and his doctorate degree in education from this college, so and now he doesn't have it anymore. Well, he has his degrees, but now he's not affiliated with the college anymore because they don't want to be affiliated with a person who has these rape allegations going against him. Alright, let's talk about Beyonce's partially new album. I think honestly, if you go out, first of all, if you are in the 21st century and you bought her album online last year, like I did, then you should do it again this year. But don't buy the whole album. Buy the song singularly because there's no need for you to pay $27 for an album full of songs that you already have from the album from last year. She only added 2 new songs and a couple of new remixes. They all $199. So if you do, wait, I think it's like 4 new remixes. So let's do the math. 199 times 6. All right, 11.94 against paying $25 for this album that isn't all the way new. And she got videos from the Mrs. Carter World Tour. I went and saw that concert in person, so I'm not too interested in seeing the videos from there. Like I saw it when she did it, so yeah, I wouldn't buy that album if I was y'all. It do come with a calendar, but you make your own Beyonce calendar. Print out 12 pictures of Beyonce and put them on a poster. I mean, put on some paper with the days on it. You can have your own Beyonce calendar. Ain't no need to pay no $15, $12 for a calendar just because it's Beyonce. And I love Beyonce, but it'll save y'all money. Pay for something else that's more important. Alright. I still love you, Beyonce. If you get divorced, give me a call. Now I'm done with Hot Topics. I told y'all that was gonna be short. There's nothing really out there. Alright. Alright, now on to inspiration. Like I said on Friday's show, I am the inspiration behind our inspiration today. I have a new way for us to look at Mondays. I have been telling you all this since the very first show, and that is refresh because it's Monday. Today is a very special refresh day. Today is Monday, and it's also the first of the month. Happy December 1st. So we won't only be refreshing the week, we'll also be refreshing the week and the whole entire month. Let's start this thing off on an extremely positive note. Here's how I came up with refreshing. Monday is probably the most hated day of the week, which is understandable. Monday is a day where we have to get serious again. It marks the end of the weekend or free time that we have. Monday is usually a slow and drawn out day. Many people think that Mondays are pointless. Well, there's a new way to look at Mondays. Look at Monday as the best day of the week and the key to happiness for the rest of the week. How your week begins will determine how it ends. So start it off right. Instead of looking at Monday as a pointless day, how about looking at it as a day to refresh? Monday is a new beginning for you. Anything that was bad that happened to you last week, that had you down last week, gets to stay there. Once you get to Monday, you get to leave all those bad feelings from last week and start over. If you have a bad week of school or work last week and you're not looking forward to going to work on Monday, change your attitude and use it as a refresh day. Punch that refresh button. Go into school or work with your head held high and a positive outlook on Monday. If you start your week off with a positive attitude and outlook, you're going to have a good week. While starting your week off with a negative attitude and outlook doesn't necessarily mean you're going to have a bad week, but it's just better to be positive. Mondays are not as bad as they seem. You just have to get serious again and your weekend ends. But that doesn't mean that you have to hate Mondays. It's okay to look forward to the weekend, but you have to go through the week first to get there. So you might as well look forward every day. Remember, tomorrow isn't promised, so every single day, including Monday, counts. Today is Monday. Remember to refresh. Today is your new beginning. Have a great week and an even greater month. The weekly assignment this week is to act and think positively, and positive things will happen. All right, that's the show for today, y'all. Thank you all for watching. Please continue to watch, share our show. Notice I say our show. I say our show because I don't do the show by myself. Y'all help me out by sharing it. When I was at home, there was a lady downtown in Philadelphia who asked me if my name was Charles, and I just said with a confused look on my face, yes. She said, I thought that was you. I watched your show on YouTube. That made me very happy because this happened because everyone who shares this show, she was able to see the show. Thank you for being supportive. Remember, we're going to have a great week this week and an even greater month. Everything will be great because we're going to think and act positively. See you later, everybody.